Released in 1993. Are you sure that's not 1983? Really? Game Informer?
What?
Right, 1993. No, I'm sorry. I just can't get away from that stupid typo. Alright, never played it. You? Oh,
Nope.
I never had a SNES, so anything marked with that I've never played, unless it also has a Genesis.
Never
So.
had a Super Nintendo? My God, you were deprived as a child.
It's
No,
only
I
the
had the
best.
Genesis.
It's the best
I
gaming
had Shining
system
Force and
ever.
Sonic. I had Shining Force and Sonic.
Yeah? Where's your
Shining
Mario?
Force was like the original Final Fantasy Tactics, except not quite as epic, but for the time.
Moving
I-
on.
Okay.
We're not reliving 1993 all over again.
I'm hoping to see Shining Force 1 or 2, especially 2 on this list. Probably not going to see it. 124 Warlords, Arcade 1980. Never heard of it.
Never
You?
heard of it.
123. It's a sports game that's epic enough to get a screenshot, and from that screenshot I can tell I actually owned this at one point. NHL 94. If it weren't for the screenshot, I wouldn't have known 94 was the one I owned.
Guess what? It's another sports game that plays just like all the other versions of the same sport. Who cares?
Only it's
No,
2D.
not exactly. In this one, they have little star outlines underneath them.
Oh!
See, innovation, my friend.
New and exciting!
No, a fun story. I told Ryan this earlier, but for a while, I had nothing but a Genesis with a broken first controller port. So I could only play games that could be played exclusively with a second controller, with a two-player controller, with a second-player controller, and all I had was Dr. Robotnik's Machine. Obviously, I played that the most. A football game, and NHL 94. So I remember this game clearly. It was my dark ages. Those were my dark ages. When all I could play was one puzzle game and two sports games. And that is the reason that to this day, I despise sports games. Because I had to play them for months.
Yay!
Oh, thank you for that inappropriate fanfare. 122. Saturn, 1998. Panzer Dragoon Saga. I've never
Also,
played it, but apparently
If
it's a
that's
good
the game I'm thinking of, it's also apparently one of the most goddamn expensive games on the market because it's apparently so good. Hold on, I'm gonna do a quick Amazon search.
Or eBay.
I'm going to do Amazon since it's already bookmarked. $200! God damn it!
That costs almost as much as a Wii does.
God damn it! This game better make me toast if I'm going to buy it for that much.
Incidentally, how much would it cost to actually buy a Saturn?
I got mine for $40.
Wow. That's bass backwards. The console for $40 and the game for $200.
Well, apparently it's like
it's
a really
revolutionary.
good game.
Apparently, we live in bizarro world.
121 Lemmings. PC 1991. I think I've seen an ad for it once, but otherwise I have no fucking idea what game this is.
I think we've all played it in our school Macintosh computers.
No, I just played SimCity and
Between Oregon Trail, Lemmings, and Math Blaster.
Oh, hey, you didn't have Super Munchers?
For me,
we
it was
had Number Munchers.
For
Oh,
me,
no, I'm talking
it
about
was
Super Munchers.
for me. It was Math Blaster, SimCity, Sim Ant. I bet half of you didn't know there was a game called Sim Ant, but there is. Trust me. And
I'm sorry.
and for a few glorious months, Croc Legend of the Gobos,
Steve.
which was such a breath of fresh air in our computer class. Let me tell you.
I still hate Oregon Trail.
Oh yeah,
I
we
died
had
of-
Oregon Trail too.
I didn't think it was possible, but I died of dyslexia.
I never made it to the end. I always died of fever about the midway point.
Okay, now let me get my bearings on this page. Oh wait, the layout actually works this time. Okay, 120, which is actually in the bottom corner where it belongs. Mega Man X for the SNES, 1994.
Okay, that also means that we're probably not going to see any other Mega Man X game on the list.
Considering X
No,
is the
we
best one.
Yeah.
In fact, there are only two Mega Man games I've seen on this list. One's an X game and one's one of the main series games. Guess which one from the main series?
2.
Wait, we'll get to it later.
Of course.
Of course! Ah, God damn it! I need an M Bison hat so I can actually do that joke live action. But I digress. 119.
What am I-
Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Why are there two Splinter Cell games on this list?
Why are there more than one sports game on the list?
Good
It
point.
just
It just is. That's how the drawing came out. Xbox 2005.
Don't care. It's another Splinter
Screenshot.
Cell game when the series that went boring
It-
after the first
this
one.
this one page is taken up mostly by three games, and they are Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, 118 and 113. We'll get to that when we get to it. Oh, wait, the layout is kind of fucked up here.
Just move on.
All right, 118. Team Fortress 2, PS3
Have it-
360, PS3 2007.
have it-
Only exposure I've ever had is that when Darkness the Curse had some kind of cold, he got online and did some sort of live Let's Play of it. Looked fun, but it's an FPS. I don't care.
I liked it, but yeah, it's an FPS. It just has a very good sense of humor.
It looks like it. Agent Orange there, that's the big guy, right? Or
yeah.
is it someone else?
No, wait. He's Russian. The big guy.
Heavy.
Yeah, heavy.
he
Yeah.
looks- someone here is named Agent Orange, and that kind of sounds funny too. 117.
Seven
Fallout.
Mass entry? It's more likely than you think.
117 Fallout PC, and incidentally, I hope the voice acting in the game is better than yours. 1997 Fallout.
Fallout. Out of my brother Mark, not Elliot, out of all people who rarely plays video games, bought Fallout 3, thinking.
Oh, we'll be
was one of
seeing
the-
that later on the list too.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll save it for them then.
Okay, 116 Advance Wars GBA 2001. Anything?
Never played it. And I know about it, but I never played it.
I don't really play portable games that often, so yeah. 115 Command and Conquer Red Alert. I've seen this in the store, but
I
other
have
than that,
heard
no.
of it, but I don't know anything
Peace-
about
yeah.
it.
PC
Always.
1996.
Meh.
Number 36.
14 Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. I bet you were expecting Civilization or something. Apparently, wait, Alpha Centauri, isn't that something from?
Never heard of it.
Makes me think of Lost in Space for some reason.
Who's rolling a dice? Or flipping a
113.
coin?
113 Earthbound.
Should be higher.
Oh, I never found the appeal.
It's a JRPG without the J.
I played it, wasn't fascinated by it.
Well, I guess it's one of those.
It's epic. It should be on the list just because Gygas is in it.
It's like I want to try it, but the art style doesn't really look right. Doesn't really look appealing to me. And really, it looks simplistic even by SNES standards. it looks like
I guarantee you, everyone who played Smash Brothers for the first time had no idea who the fuck Ness was.
Yeah, same here.
no.
That's why I got
And,
an Earthbound
and
in the
even
first
more
place.
people who played Smash for All had no idea who Lucas was.
Damn you, Nintendo! Why won't you release that game over here? Why?
Okay. All right. Someone's probably going to argue that the next game belongs below Earthbound, but personally, I'm just glad to see it get some recognition. Number 112 is, ironically, Final Fantasy XII. PS2, 2006. A tale of political intrigue surrounding a delicate armistice between continent-spanning empires.
Blah blah
FF12.
blah.
Blah, 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 blah,
Say
blah.
what?
It's
Oh,
in the
God.
same world as Final Fantasy Tactics and its many spin-offs.
But it's a good game, and it's different, and it's
Uh,
awesome.
I cannot
like
get
it.
into it.
You
I just-
fail.
I
You
did not
fail.
You fail.
Uh,
You
but
were raised without an SNES.
No, but seriously, folks, it's a good game. It's just really different. If you're gonna play it, approach it with an open mind. It's basically a JRPG that feels like trying to be a just yeah. It's not quite either of them, which kind of makes it feel weird to some people. 111 Tetris Attack. Wow, that's
Oh,
awesome.
the Game Boy one?
No, SNES.
I remember there was one on the Game Boy that was god hard for me as a kid.
SNES 1996.
I never play any other Tetris game besides the original.